In this step-by-step tutorial, I will teach you how to create a dynamic form entry with Velo in Wix. So let's get started. During the first phase, you should enable Velo and the Content Management System, or the CMS, for convenience. To do so, you must navigate to the Dev mode in your Wix editor and successfully activate it by clicking on Turn on Dev mode. Then, the next step is to ensure that the CMS is in working order. Simply locate and click the CMS on the left panel and prompt Start Now to enable this feature. Having done the preceding steps, we move on to creating a database collection. Emanating from the CMS panel, click the Add New Collection button and proceed to build your collection. Here, you can assign a name to your customized collection. A suggestion could be submissions or anything to your preference. Following through, it's necessary to define the fields with names such as name, email, and message, ensuring to match them with the appropriate field types. After your database is rightly set up, the next stop is the design phase of your form. Now within the Wix editor's interface, the aim is to include input elements of various natures. These could be text inputs, text areas, drop-downs, and so forth. To wrap up the design process, it's recommended to add a button element on your page, which would serve as your submit button. Moving on to the next step, our focus would be to connect the input elements to the database collection, and we'll be doing this with the help of a dataset. To put this in motion, you simply have to add a form dataset originating from the CMS panel and correctly connect it with your submissions collection. Upon completing the preceding tasks, select all the input elements on your form and click Connect to CMS icon, which would give room for further actions. At this point, you should be able to connect each input element's value with an equivalent field in your submissions collection. Following this, we would do a bit of coding to ensure that your form submission works flawlessly. Navigating to the Code panel, which contains properties and events, you would select your Submit button and add an on-click event handler. In the onClick function, we would use a command Wix data insert to save every form data to your relevant collection. Should you wish to further validate the ability of your form, you might need to undertake some client-side evaluation using Velo. This is optional, but can be a key step in proving that all fields are correctly filled, and data formats are just as they should be before submission. Finally, you need to test your form. To do this, publish your site and try the form, ensuring that every piece of data is correctly submitted into your collection. That's all. A dynamic form entry made easy with Velo and Wix. Happy creation, and always remember, practice makes perfect.